wanna take it slow. Just wanna let you know. Ready to spend some time. I wanna spend some time.
What's up, guys? Thanks so much for tuning into another video. Kara here from K's Ways, where I like to inspire you to do it your way. I'm doing a tag video. It's been a long time since I did a tag video, but I was watching It's Lori's Life here on YouTube. I'm gonna link her channel down below so you can check her out. She's the one that started this tag, and it is all about Rephr brushes. Now, I pulled out my little collection of Rephr brushes. I don't have the most. I actually intended on getting more Rephr brushes during their 50% off holiday sale, but the brush that I wanted the most, I think it was like the number 26. It was one of their most recent brushes that came out. I wanted that brush, but it was sold out during like the whole event. And of course, it was a new brush, so that's to be expected. I was too slow on that one, so I didn't place any order. But Lori showed that powder brush that in her video. I'm not sure the name of that one. That's another brush I want to pick up. When I saw the title of her video, before I even watched her video, which I did enjoy her video, so again, that's going to be linked down below, the top 5 Rephr brushes. The first brush that I thought of, my favorite of my Rephr collection, has to be my number 22. You guys, this brush here is everything. This is a bronzer brush, but I don't know if you can tell, like the bristles, they all come to like that little point. Not so much of a point, but it's curved here. These brushes are the highest, and then it tapers off along the ends, and that makes for such a good bronzer application. Like, you may think that it's going to be like super big and put all over the place, but it's not. Actually, this is a bronzer brush, the angled powder brush from Color Rain. Like, this is a brush where it's like way too big because it's rounded, so it's like covers too much of an area, where this one, being that it has that taper, the tip would apply a bronzer, but also because of the tapered hairs on the outside, it actually blends the bronzer. So this brush is perfect. The one con to this brush is that it will occasionally shed, and that's just due to the amount of hair that's in this brush. So you can see there's so many hairs. They're handcrafted Japanese brushes, natural bristle hairs. I'm definitely going to leave a link down to Rephr's website so you can find out all about them if you're not familiar with Rephr. I've only tried their brushes. They also have like storage and organizational products, and they started coming out with some skincare products as well, but I've only tried the brushes. And yes, the number 22 is my number 1 favorite. The rest of the brushes that I'm going to name are not in like any particular order, but I do want to talk about another face brush, which is my number 4. This is their angled blush brush. Guys, when I tell you this has the perfect density, like, I don't like for my blush to be like super big all over my face. This one is more concentrated, does a great job of applying your brush, and it's more in that concentrated area. For example, I have this brush here. This is the Sedona Lace blush brush. You can just see the size of the brush, where that Sedona Lace brush is just a little bit bigger than the Rephr brush. My Rephr brush, I think, is just like the perfect size and application for my cheeks. And yeah, anytime I go for blush, you know, I clean them with my microfiber little towelette here, and then, you know, I just use my blush, and it's just the perfect size, perfect density, where it just pounces. I don't know, there's something about the softness of the bristles that they use for the Rephr brushes. And again, this is the Rephr 04. Oh, I lied. I said it wasn't going to be in no particular order, but I would think if I was ranking them, my number 2 brush would definitely be my Rephr 21 brush. And you can see this is not like the white hair bristles on this number 21 brush. It picks up like shimmer shades and lays them down so well. Like, I find like sometimes if you get like a shader brush, I have the 28. This is another shader brush, and it's like a mini shader brush, which I don't have problems with the brush, but when it's a shimmer shadow, I always reach for my number 21 brush just because of the way that the shadows apply and pick up. I want to see if I can give you guys like an example if I do some swatches on my hands. So I'm going to take this Pat McGrath brush here, and I'm going to pick up the same shadow on both brushes. So if you look at the number 21 brush, you can just see the pigmentation of the shadow, where I find like sometimes shimmer shadows, they get lost in all the like brush hairs of these kind of brush hairs. So that's the shade swatch there off of that brush, which is the number 28. Not a bad brush, but just not one of my top 5. But this number 21 brush, now y'all gonna see the difference. Oh, that don't look so good. Oh, well, I built it up. That's not fair. Let me build up the other one too, because that's not fair. So this is applied with the number 21. You can just see the difference in the pigmentation as applied. And I did 2 layers of both brushes because I felt, you know, you heard me, it wasn't fair. But you can just definitely see the difference in the pigmentation. It is a smoother application and it's just nice and pigmented. So I would say my Rephr number 21 brush is another one of my top 5 brushes from Rephr. Now with Rephr, they shine with their blending brushes. I have 4 here. I know this is supposed to be a top 5 video, but I'm going to tell you what I use each one of them for, and I'm going to try to pick one of these blending brushes as one of my top 5. So we already named 3. Let's try to narrow down number 4. So this first one here is the number 16 brush. Well, first let me show you the heads. So from smallest to biggest, we have the number 14 right here at the end. Nice and precise for detail blending. I like to use this. I can use it for like my inner tear duct. I can use it for my outer V, or if I want to apply a shade in between, like my transition color and my crease color, if I want to go in between there, that's what this number 14 brush would be. It's nice and precise, but still a blending brush. Then we have the number 15 brush. That's that one right here, which is just a little bit wider. And the good thing about Rephr brushes, they make like beautiful detail brushes for us gals with hooded eyes, because you know my eyes need all the detail that I can. A lot of times I have to actually make a crease in my eye, so these brushes definitely help me to do that. Then we have the number 16 brush. It's just like that perfect crease brush for me, where it's not going too, you know, it's not blowing my color out too much. And then I use the number 27 brush. I usually use this brush clean just to blend everything together and just get like a nice blown out look. Like once I use the rest of my shadows, I like to go in with that number 27, or sometimes I even start with the number 27 as my transition shade and just do a light washing of color in the background. If you watch my channel, you may have seen that done numerous times over the last year to 2. Because a lot of times when I'm doing eyeshadow work, I definitely reach for my eyeshadow brushes from Rephr. So I love all 4 of them, but if I had to pick one, I would say my number 16 brush, only because I can do what I said I was doing with the number 27 brush. I can definitely apply my transition shade with this one. Then I can go in with the number 15 brush if I want to go like directly into my crease. And then if I want, like I said, I use the 14 for like more detailed work. So I would say my 4th favorite Rephr brush would be my Rephr number 16. Now I have 3 brushes that I use particularly for that lower lash line. So the number 23 brush, like, have you seen a brush this small, guys? Look at that brush. Like, this is like the perfect brush to, you can again go in your inner tear duct if you want to be a little bit more precise. If you want to like tight line, you want to bring a color really close up underneath that lash line, that's what the number 23 is good for. I also like the number 03, where that one is just a little bit bigger than the one I just showed you, the number 23 compared to number 3. And I like to use this for that, you know, same thing, under lash line work. If I want to blend that shade out, like whatever shade I apply with the number 3, if I want to blend it out, I'll take my number 26 brush, and you can see how those differ in size here. You can see the difference in the sizes there. Now of these 3 brushes, I would say my favorite would be the number 3, because it is a one-stop shop where you can do all of the things that I just mentioned for that under lash line, you know, that eye work underneath your lash line. I think this does a real good job giving detail to that lash line. And then if I wanted to take another shade to blend out the detail that I put, I can also use this 03 brush for that. So we have the number 22, we have the number 4, we have the number 21, we have the number 16, and we have the number 3 as my top 5 Rephr brushes. Rephr brushes is a wonderful way to get accustomed to like natural hair brushes without breaking the bank. They always have sales, mostly either 40% off or 50% off. So I'm definitely going to be on the lookout to get more of the Rephr brushes. I'm not sure of the names. If I can, I'll pop some images of the brushes that I want to pick up in their next sale. If they are in stock, I definitely want to grab those. But that powder brush that Lori had showed, I want that. And then I want that under eye concealer brush, because you know I love a good concealer brush as well. So, and probably more than that, because I love me some Rephr brushes. As you can see, I have quite a little bit of a collection going here of the Rephr brushes, and I reach for these all the time. Like, these are definitely brushes that I'm keeping these separate because they're dirty. But these are brushes that I have in rotation all the time. I love using my Rephr brushes. Let me know what are some of your favorite Rephr brushes down in the comment section below. Let's talk about it. I know I saw my girl LBD Beauty, Lynette, she posted her video, so I definitely have to check out her video. I haven't gotten a chance to watch it as of yet. So I'll link Lori and Lynette's video down in the comment section below so you guys can check them out. Definitely go ahead and show them some love over on their channels. Give this video a thumbs up before you head on out. K-Squad, thanks so much for taking the time out of your day to come chill with me. Find out what my top 5 Rephr brushes are. Have you tried Rephr brushes? Let me know what are some of your favorite brushes, and if you're looking to try them, I'll have Rephr brushes linked down in the description box below as well. I'm gonna go ahead and pop up some videos here on the screen for you guys to check out, just in case you missed a couple of my recent uploads or you have time to binge watch me on this playlist. If you like what you see, you might want to click my face and subscribe to the K-Squad. We would love to have you, and I hope to catch each and every one of you on the next video. Until next time, y'all, stay blessed. Later, guys.